Hello. Okay, I got a nice one today. Okay, so I give thanks to the man who inspired this segment of this channel. All right, what segment is this? This is called transitioning from a player to a team player. So this one is for all the man them who've been trained up in the art of being a fuckboy, who has found, oh, this is not the life for me. I don't want to be out here lying, pretending, not building any long-lasting relationships with people who will be there for you in sickness as well as in health. Okay? Because even without going in front of a preacher, a good friend or a good girlfriend, a good boyfriend will be with you when you're well as well as when you're sick. And whenever we're down financially, emotionally, socially, in whatever way, that's when we really need somebody to be there. Okay, so this is for the men who see the value of women, okay, who have been fooled into thinking that women is just a piece of meat, okay, by your environment because it's on fucking TV. Your father probably had that same philosophy. Your friends, your brothers, maybe even your sisters and your mothers came to accept that philosophy, but within you, it doesn't sit right. It's like, no, there has to be something better, okay? And I know that when you choose to take this path, your friends start calling you soft and pussy and say you're whipped and all that shit. But within you, you know fucking better. Because should you ever fall from good health or good finances, or if you ever need a friend, you know what I'm saying? You'll be all right. They, on the other hand, will not have built any bonds with anybody. So it's like when they're down, who do they call on? They've already used up everybody and broken so many people's hearts and just created a trail of ugliness behind them, a trail of hatred and resentment and whatnot. So, and you never know, some of these women, you might go to some office and it's the same woman that you just used and abused and fucking fooled and all these things. That, so, you know, for the men who want to climb out of that way of life and actually live a more substance filled life, okay, where you're actually working on partnerships, you're actually looking to find a woman who will be a great mother, you're actually looking to find a woman who will be respectful to you, who can help you to grow, and you do the same for that woman. You're looking for somebody to build an empire with, okay? You're not looking for a relationship that you will soon end and be back out in the dating game, not knowing if you're fucking courting a man or a woman, because you know in this society there's a madness going on when it comes to that. Yeah, I think I've made it clear as to who these readings are for. And this is good so that I can get a good man in the future too. So to the man who walked through my door this morning without my permission, the man who's seeking to become a better man, the man who has inspired this segment of the show, I thank you. Because it never came to my mind. Yeah. But yeah, this is very necessary. So let's do this. Let's see what God wants to tell such men. Okay? And women, can I just say, I know that you think that the way to combat this bad treatment from the males is to become a bad bitch, is to become a player like them, is to become someone full of hatred and just want to use a man for their money and all them things. Listen, right now, there are men out there trying to get their shit together. There are men out there who are serious about taking wives and having children and raising families and starting businesses, okay? And having long life friendships and partnerships with their spouse. So do not cut yourself out of such a man coming your way. Do not miss the boat like so many of them have. Do not fall into the same ugly trap that they have already fallen into time and time again. Because while they're going out to the clubs and whatnot and seeing a sexy girl and getting her number and going home and doing what they do with her and never call her or whatever, that woman is potentially a good woman, not because she looks sexy. Good woman look sexy too. You see what I'm saying? It's not just bad bitches alone that look sexy. Woman with morals, woman with principles, woman with a positive outlook on life, woman with wisdom. We like to look sexy too. Okay? So they have dashed away many chances of having a good woman in their life. Ladies, don't fall into the same trap. Okay? I'm about to tap into God's advice so that God can help them to climb out of the nonsense. Do not climb in. Stay out so you can get a good man. Especially if you know you deserve one. Don't fall into the trap of using men. Don't do it. It's better you stay alone rather than defile your character and defile yourself and defile your karma. Right? So let's do this. Alright, Most High. So, what do you want to say to the men who are transitioning from being just a player to a team player? You know, in healthy relationships and family ships and things like that. Let's get comfortable. What is your first message for such ones, my dear? Thank you. We thank you in advance. So this is God making some good mans for us, ladies. Let's do the happy dance. Alright, let's do this. So what does God want to say to you at this time, gentlemen? Okay, look like the message is here. I would imagine the first step, my loves, is to work on yourself. The first step is to forgive yourself for being led astray. Okay? Forgive yourself for what you have done. That's the first step. You have to forgive yourself. If you don't forgive yourself, you will not be able to move forward from this place in your life. Okay? You fucked up. You probably have to pay for it, but once your sentence is done, you'll be free. Okay? That's how it goes. So you may have to spend some jail time in like contemplation, feeling really shitty about how you treated ladies in the past, and you know how much time you've risked your health and your emotional health, your physical health and stuff like that. But you need to be able to let it all go. That's the first thing I know for sure. You need to be able to let it go so you can move on past that stage of your life. You're trying to become someone new. You're trying to upgrade yourself. So you need to allow that past self of yours to be a teacher rather than a hindrance, rather than shackles or a ball and chain. Don't let it hold you back there. Okay? So you're being asked to learn the lessons that that lifestyle has taught you, so that you can then teach your sons the ugly parts of it. Okay? Teach your sons what not to do and why they shouldn't do it, so that if they do choose to engage in that lifestyle and they see the negative effects of it, they'll cut it out quickly rather than stay in it for years and years and years. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, no girl want no man we done pop down and use up, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, we want you guys when you're in your prime of beauty, when you're in your prime health, when you're in your prime state of mind, you know, when you're fun, when you still have a love for life and doing things and stuff like that. We want you when you're happy, because life has a way of making you unhappy unless you're teamed up with the right person or have the right type of people around you to give you the right outlook on life, so that you don't take things in such a negative light, so that it doesn't dim your shine, it doesn't dim your zeal for life. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't dim your mindset of being a conqueror, an overcomer. You know what I'm saying? We want you when you're strong in all type of ways. You see me? We don't want you when you're old and you're sick and now you need us because you need somebody to be there for you. We don't want you when you need us. We want you when you want us. Because if you need me, then there's no guarantee that you actually love me. But if you're absolutely fine without me and you still want me in your life, then that shows me, yes, you enjoy my company. There's something that I bring to your life that you are happy to have in your life. Okay? So, yeah. That means you need to have your money in order. You need to be your biggest critic and your biggest fan. Okay? You need to have your ducks in a row. So it starts with you healing yourself. Right? And that doesn't mean to say that we don't have to depend on other people at some time. But you should be quite whole. Alright? That's the first step. Forgive yourself and heal yourself. Yeah, a lot of ladies been waiting for this for a long time. So it's nice to know that y'all are out there, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to know that you care. You may not be where you want to be as far as that developmental part of your being is concerned, but you're on your way. One more time. The first step is seeing you have a problem and actually wanting to fix the issue. So you're well on your way. Give yourself a pat on the back. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we got peace. Yeah, you're ready for some peace in your life now. It's too much of a hassle having to lie to girls and making them hate you, and then you just bring that bad shit back on yourself. And it's like nobody ever talks about the nasty parts of that shit. They just talk about how much different varieties of dishes they could get, you know what I'm saying, and the experiences. And listen, teach your gyal to be what you want. Teach your gyal to deal with you how you love it. You see me? It's better that way. And laugh at yourself when you get it wrong. Don't take it so seriously. Okay? Anyway, let's see what the Almighty God wants to tell you. The one who made our hardware. So you know we're the best computers ever. Alright. Peace is at the bottom of the deck still. So the underlying issue is you're ready for peace in your life. Okay, so the first thing God wants to tell you is love. What's love? Love is kindness. Love is giving without expecting a return, but it would be nice if we get something back, you know, for our investment. Yeah, love is making someone else's life more positive. Love is leading someone to their highest self, encouraging the best in yourself and others. So the card reads, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things and in all people. Now, as I said before, there's some women out here that are falling off the deep end and behaving the way that y'all been behaving up till this point. Okay, so you have to be watchful so that you can separate the good girls from the bad bitches. Okay, you shouldn't be trying to turn a hoe into a housewife type of thing. You see what I'm saying? The person that you're gonna be linking yourself with or being a team player with has to have things with you in common. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is don't try to make people into what you want them to be unless that's what they want for themselves as well. And be aware of those who only say they want these things, but they don't. Especially if you got money or you got something else. Maybe you got some good, you know what I'm saying? And the girl feel like, yeah, I want that. So I'm a pretend to be everything that you want me to be so I could continue to enjoy that. You understand what I'm saying? So watch out for that. So basically, the roles are switched now. So now you're putting yourself in the vulnerable position by being the one to show love, whilst the sharks are going to be swimming around you. So you need to recognize who's a diver and who's a shark. I don't know if the best way to put it is that way, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay? You want to select the human from the group. The human is wearing the same costume as the predators, let's put it like that. So you want to be able to select the one who is actually human, the one who actually has good morals, good values, and respectable intentions. Because nobody's going to be 100% your type. But you have to set a certain standard that you will not go below. Okay? So yeah, so the first thing God wants you to do is love. Let me read from the book. Let me get the book actually. So let's see, the underlying issue first of all is peace. And then that's followed by judgment. It's like you've had enough. So you have suffered enough. And now you're fearful. And you're guilty. So it's eating away at you because this is not your nature, okay? Some people were born to be players and some people were not. So clearly you were not born to live that motherfucking life. Okay? So welcome home. Welcome home. Yeah, you're ready for change, blood. It's like, oh, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Shit. Your friends won't understand, but they don't need to. You're the one who's suffering, okay? If they're cool being players and nasty and manipulative, let them do that. You need to know what's good for you so you can make yourself peaceful and happy. Okay? And then let them watch and learn how a real man do it. Okay? You're not perfect, but good God, you're not on their level. Okay? Shit. I'll be back. Okay. So the love card. Alright. So it says, you are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles and challenges of the physical dimension attempt to trick you into thinking that there are other ways to view life. But there is only one way that is natural to your being. Love. This card simply reminds you that your soul is made of God's pure, divine, vibrational force of love. And that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. Now, don't make no mistake, yeah, because a lot of people think that to be of love mean that you need to be somebody's doormat and doorknob and fucking punching bag. That's not how it goes. There needs to be a balance between you accepting things and you standing up for your fucking right. So don't allow anybody to abuse you and you keep being forgiving. That's not love. Love does not hurt. Love heals. That's the yardstick that you measure love by. If they keep hurting you and saying, oh, I love you, that shit don't match. There's no alignment there. And they say actions speak louder than words. Someone who loves you, they'll be willing to make compromises. If they're not willing to compromise, then how much do they really love you? Okay? So remember that bit there. Let me continue. It says love is a healing energy. There you go. I'm going to show you when I'm finished, so you can read it for yourself. So it says love is a healing energy. All anxiety and drama cannot exist in the aura of love. Most souls have come back upon this earth to learn, accept, and utilize this harmonic force and to see its effect upon their lives. It's going to be a beautiful experience. Let me tell you something, yeah? When you're having sex with somebody that you love and somebody who love you, you won't even want to watch the stupid thing they call porn anymore. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, I'm telling you. Anyway, let's read on. So, it says, it is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power of God. And assist them in knowing truly... my battery's about to die. And assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. So once you've tried it, you'll be able to see. It says, it builds, fortifies, and strengthens even the most lost person. When we live in the power of love, then and only then will we know truth. True love is the spiritual link between us and God. It will guide our footsteps through the conflicts of the material world and will cleanse our hearts of unwanted facets of the human personality. Let me show you so you can pause it and read it yourself. And this is the next page, because maybe I was reading it too choppy for you. Okay? So yeah, so this is what God wants you to know. It is who you are. So change is going to require discipline. Alright? And you just have to imagine solutions. Okay? You have to use your noggin. Alright? And when you're not sure if you're doing the right thing or not, you talk to the person that you're with. Strike up conversations. Don't be afraid to talk. Okay? Let it be clear that you are learning. Okay? Let them know, listen, I was a player. I don't know about this love life, but I want to try this right now. Because I don't like that one. So, bear with me as I try and get it right. And I'm going to need you to help me from time to time to know when I'm fucking up. Tell me nicely, you know. And I will help you to understand when you're fucking up with me too. Because, you know, we need to talk to each other. That's how we learn from each other. Because the thing is, everybody loves to be loved in a different way. So the question is, who are you with and how do they like their love? You know what I'm saying? So the first message that God has for you is everything I just said in this reading. There are a lot of golden nuggets scattered throughout this reading that will help you to get on your get to the place where you want to be in your life, as far as being a boyfriend or a husband, if that's your ambition goes. Okay, so yeah, I hope that this here helped you. If you're serious about it, you'll take the time to actually hear what is being said and understand. All right, so we thank you for your efforts. Okay, we've been waiting for this for a very long time. Because, yeah, I've been single for a very long time. Because after I realized what this love game was about, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. I'll be single and just take my ass to work, look after my child, and keep the man thing. Yeah. So all of this is just me enjoying it. I do what I have to do to look after me, so that whenever a worthwhile man do come, he can help me to look after me. DIY is alright, but there's nothing like the real thing. But until the real thing come that is of my standard, DIY will have to work. And ladies, I suggest you do the same. Okay. So I think that's all that we needed to cover in this session until the next one comes. Okay, we're gonna stay on the case, and we're gonna help to walk you through this journey, this transitioning. Okay, and remember, don't let your friends tell you who to be. You need to set that example for your friends. You're the one who is brave enough to try it, so try it and tell them about it. Okay, you'll be making some converts, but you have to be successful at it first. Okay. So the last thing I want to tell you is you can't force anybody to love you. You need to find a female who is compatible with you and then build on that foundation. Do not try to make a female into who you want, not because you like their body or you like their looks. Maybe the woman who is most compatible with you may not be the best looking in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, what's most important to you, their personality or their physical appearance? Okay, it's up to you. But I would assume that a person who is serious about becoming a team player would want the wisest person to work with, the most confident person to work with. If their beauty is not up to society's standards, okay, that shouldn't take priority over whether or not they can help you to be a success in life. Okay, does this person care for you? Will they care for you? Will they be reliable? Will they be loyal to you? Are they good at handling money? Can you trust them with your money? Are they good at raising children? Do they have the patience for dealing with children? Do they want children? Do you want children? Do they have a steady job? Are they good at working? Do they have any diseases? Are their people crazy? Are their family crazy? Do they have any crazy boyfriends in their background? What was their childhood like, and what is their belief systems as far as things that are important to you? Maybe that may be religion. I don't suggest politics, because politics to me is all lies, but that's just my opinion. If it's important to you, then you need to find out what their views are on politics. What their views are on going out to eat, and cooking, from the biggest issues to the smallest issues. Get to know the person that you have sitting over on the other side of you. Okay, so don't hesitate to step outside of your usual when it comes to how your women dress or look, or how they wear their hair or things like that. Once this person get with you and they love you, if you can get past those things, then if they truly love you, then they would be willing to make compromises. Okay, so if you want them to dress different or whatever, I'm sure she might have some requests of you as well. So it's about, first you meet at a certain level as being yourself, so you're compatible, and then from there, the two becomes one. So you then start to evolve yourselves in ways that you can work together and go into the future and have a long-term, happy, supportive, successful relationship. Okay, and keep people out of your relationship, especially your friends. You can't talk to your friends. You need to find that sensible person in your family or something who feel the same way as you about relationships, who's on the same level as you, and talk to that person, because they'll have wisdom galore that they can teach you. So this may be the elders in your family or something. When it comes to this subject, this is not something for you to go discuss with your friends, especially if they already show you that they're not supportive of you becoming a one-woman man. You see me? Or becoming a husband, becoming a father, taking on that next level of adulting. You can't expect to get support from them, so you need to find your support system on this venture, and I do wish you the very best. Okay, yeah, and if you luck out with one, just you keep trying. Okay, but don't force it, don't rush it, and remember, you probably got karma that you need to settle with, so don't be surprised if God don't give this person to you in any hurry. You need to pay for your mistakes. Fortunately and unfortunately. Fortunately, because if you don't get a beating, you won't take it serious. So expect some level of a beating for the nonsense that you've already put out into the world. And once that karma's cleared, the blessings can flow. Alright? That's what God is putting in me to tell you. So you do the crime, you do the time, and then you find a sweet Valentine. Although they say Valentine is a negative thing, but we're not going to talk about that. It's another subject. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.